Hi, it's Megan. I just wanted to go over some slides from Becky Lord's Decoding Workshop, part 2, 3 to 5, fractions component. One of the best workshops I've ever had on fractions, and so I think if you can take Decoding part 1 or part 2 or both, I think fractions is only in well, it is only in part 2 actually. But she does it a different way. So I just wanted to show you what was unique about her way of teaching fractions. So everything is done through a fraction machine. She calls it a fraction machine, fraction factory. So in the fraction factory, she uses paper strips and she folds them. So here she's made thirds, and she's showing you two thirds here as well. Just how she folds them to get the fractions, and she suggests you do this with the students. She names the fractions in ways that are helpful conceptually. Like 1/4 would be 1 out of 4, or 1/2 of 1/2. Sorry. What I like about her number lines, I just want to, this is just, okay, so she's naming, sorry, it jumped ahead. She's naming 1/8, and 1/8 she's calling different names, like 1/2 of 1/2 of 1/2. She does a lot with number lines, showing where fractions lie on number lines, especially with different denominators. And here she'll be showing mixed and improper fractions, because this number line goes to 3. She does activities like true and false. So she would have not true as 1/3 is greater than 1/2, and then the students would prove that with their fraction strips. For common denominators, she has everything going through the same fraction factory. So if she's adding 3/4 plus 1/2, we know that the quarters has been through the half factory twice, so the 1/2 also has to go through again. She also works with area models for squares, where she's showing you again fractions using an area model this time instead of strips, and then she can show equivalent fractions using the area model. So this is just modeling that 1/2 is equal to 3/6, and this is just one with she's showing 2/3. For multiplication of fractions, she shows that using the square, which I really like. So she's showing you that 2/3 times 3/4. Oops, sorry. When she opens it up, you can see the 6/12, and she shaded the 6/12. So it's a really good way to show multiplication of fractions. And she also shows this using a square once the students have done it with the paper, show it on for them to draw it themselves, and to show the multiplication this way using a visual. So this is just showing you again 3/5 times 2/3, giving you 6/15. And then she makes a point to use different colors to shade it in, so the students can see which section is shaded. She also does this with mixed fractions, which I really like, and she shows you the area model with mixed fractions as well. There's a lot more, but that's just a sampling, and I really hope that this shows you the just the benefits of her type of teaching, which is very explicit. It's not just for intervention, it's for good teaching, but especially for intervention. Thank you very much.